to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertain? So today I'm coming to y'all with another recap. We talking House of Villains, okay? So of course, last time we left off with the episode, we have Corinne is on the block to get eliminated. We have Sheik on the block to get eliminated as well, and Jax. By the way, Jax is so a metrosexual. Like, he is the ultimate definition of a metrosexual white dude. Like, it's like ridiculous. Like, he acts like a valley girl. He talked like a valley girl. He's like, what do you mean? What? Like, seriously. Like, he's like the ultimate valley nigga. Okay? So, of course, Omarosa cannot be nominated. She is the one that's like the head of the household this week. She's like the one in charge. So she can't be banished, right? Omarosa lets Sheik know that the reason why she nominated him is because he basically did not take the deal that she was offering him. He did not want ultimate safety because he didn't know her. She thinks he's on a family vacation. He thinks he's on Jersey Shore. He thinks he's like on not even Survivor, because that's competition. He just thinks that he's on another Love Island. He's on another Love is Blind. Like, no, this is House of Villains. Like, this guy, I don't know how he got through the casting process. It got casted. I did watch his original show, but it just seemed like he didn't know what the show was about. Like, he's just chilling, like, not trying to play strategically. He's not trying to, finesse. But this episode, he had to change the tune, okay? So Jax ends up switching beds with Tanisha, and we find out that basically Jax had some sort of snoring problem, okay? Snoring problem that causes the other house guests to basically not be able to see. Okay, to the point where some of the other house guests felt like Tanisha was sort of setting them up by switching beds the way that they did. So Sheik didn't get no type of sleep. I'm talking about this man did not sleep at all. Okay, so that kind of made him really, really mad at Tanisha, because he felt like Tanisha was doing it on purpose. I don't know if Jax has like a sleep apnea problem, or something wrong with the throat. There's something wrong with the snoring. Okay, so it's to the point where the next day Sheik was really, really mad at Jax. They end up not getting along this episode. So Jax and Sheik end up talking the next day, and we find out that basically Jax has made like a lot of money from doing Vanderpump Rules, all this stuff. He said he made over $450K just off of Cameo. So if y'all don't know, Cameo is basically like a app that you use to, I guess, talk to people like online, send video messages and stuff like that. So you have to pay to request like a video message from like your favorite like celebrity / like reality star. So Jack said he made over $450K off of that alone, and his wife got a Jenny Craig deal for $2 million. So I'm like, oh, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here? I'm confused, because you don't need the $200K. We could have had somebody else. Where is the guy from Big Brother? Where's Evil Dick? We could have had Evil Dick up in there. We could have somebody. I'm sorry. So, Jax, I automatically want you to go home, because you do not need that money at all. And he was being braggadocious about it. He was like, like, I made like $450K, and like my wife, she just like great. She just like awesome. So like, I make a whole lot of money. And it's just, it's something that like I'm so grateful for, but like it's just like great. Like, oh my God. So Sheik is like, oh my God, like, mind you, Sheik only, I think, did like one season of his show. So to him, that's like crazy. Jack's been on TV since, he was playing with the white girls before he got married. Okay. So ain't really nothing much to that to him to make all that money. So Sheik decides to get his scheming on. Sheik goes to Bobby Lytes. He goes to Bobby Lytes, and Bobby Lytes is like, what happened? Sheik is like, so like, man, Jax makes all this money. Like, he doesn't even need to be here. Why is he even here? Mind you, who's around the corner? Jax. Jax is around the corner poking, okay, looking and see and hear all this whole conversation. So Jax is like, I do need the money. What are you talking about? I live in LA. Okay, I need the money. I'm not like you. I'm not like you. You live in Florida, so you don't need the money like that. You don't even pay taxes. I'm like, where the hell that bitch live at in Florida? Because I do too, and I pay taxes. So, girl, you're extremely full.
265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days. Where the hell that bitch live at?
And another reason I wanted you guys to.
He must live in a year, or that's 265 days a year, because ain't no way. No taxes. You mean you probably pay more taxes, not no taxes? That to me was crazy. And Bobby over there agreeing, knowing damn well you live in Miami. Bobby, okay? I'm just saying. I know Cali's expensive, but not too much on FL, because Buki, that inflation is very much happening up. All right. So Jax is following around Sheik because he feels as if Sheik's being sneaky. He's like, man, I don't care. I need the money just as much as you do. He's like following him around. He's following him around. Jax is just mad. So we get to the challenge, and it's basically a course challenge. And the people that are up for elimination, Jax, Sheik, and Corinne, they have to participate in the challenge, and they have to basically pick one person to drive them around. They have to drive around blindfolded while the other person that they pick gives them instructions. Sort of like on some Fear Factor type-ish, but not Fear Factor type-ish. Okay? So Corinne ended up picking Bobby Lytes. I don't have his picture because y'all know who Bobby Lytes is. I'm just saying. Sheik ended up picking, I believe, he ended up picking Johnny. And Jax ended up picking Idiot. Johnny Fairplay. Now, if y'all know this guy, he is the ultimate villain of the villain. Like, he's a schemer. He doesn't give a F. You could tell, like, he has a little bit of a heartless factor in him. He just doesn't care. So Johnny planned to sabotage Jax to make him lose because Jax is a physical threat. Jax do look good, though. That little metrosexual part of him is attractive. No shade, it is. You gotta admit that. Just a little bit. A twinky bit. Attractive. I ain't gonna count with you. So they have to go in this golf cart, and whoever gets out the course the quickest wins. At first, they brought this Challenger. They were trying to scare them and make it seem like they were gonna drive this fast behind Challenger that was going like 90 freaking miles in speed an hour. But no, that wasn't the case. Okay. So first, Sheik goes goes with Sheik first goes with Johnny Bananas, and they start driving around. He does pretty good. Johnny Bananas seems like he's actually trying to make sure that Sheik wins. Corinne ended up picking Bobby. Bobby's like, oh my God, go left, go right. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Mind you, the whole time, y'all got to understand, the people that's up for elimination, they got blindfolds on, so they can't see nothing. Bobby's dumbass is pointing. So he's like, over there. Oh my God, over here. We turning. Left, right. Over here. He's pointing. And everybody just starts laughing because she got blindfolds on, so she can't see where you pointed to. Okay? So Jax, when he went with Johnny, he of course started to sabotage him. He's telling him badass instructions. Johnny Fairplay is like, go left, right. Take left hook. 2 steps now, y'all. Bum, left foot, right? Like, he's basically telling him to do the cha-cha slide. So he's kind of messing up Jax. Jax is a dummy. He's not even picking up on it. So the winner of the competition ended up being Sheik. Okay, so he is safe from banishment. So out of those 3 people, he cannot be banished, aka eliminated from the competition. So the only people left to be banished from the house is Corinne and Jax. Okay, which Sheik was very happy about because he's been playing such a bad game. So the fact that he's able to, be safe, he was extremely happy. So they get back to the house, and next thing you know, everybody's starting a campaign. we see that Corinne's flirting with Johnny. Y'all know Johnny Bananas loves him a blonde that's skinty. That's his type. So I knew that was gonna be the first girl that he goes for, or a Sifa, because she got them tiggle bitties. No shade. It looks good though. Okay. So also, Johnny and Jax ended up sitting down, and Johnny Fairplay, right? He sits down with him, and Jax asks Johnny Fairplay, "Hey, did you throw the competition? Like, did you try to make me lose purposely?" He looks at him dead in the face. He's like, "No, why would I do that?" And in his confessionals, he's like, "What a dumbass! Why would he just believe what I say?" Jax thought this was Vanderpump Rules with villains, baby. These people lie behind your back and do all types of stuff. Like, he thought it was like a game. He even admits that in the confessionals. He didn't think that the game was going to be like that. He thought it was. He didn't do his research basically, so he didn't know who the rest of the villains were. And his manager told him, "Hey, do your research on these shows because these are the shows they're going to be casting from, so you can know who's going to be in their house." He didn't do his research, so he know none about these people. So Jax ended up talking to Tanisha, basically trying to get Tanisha to not vote him out the house. And Tanisha's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. She's just like, "Jax," she give him that, "Nigga, I know you're a little gay, but you attractive though." Jax does a little walk. She's like, "I like that walk." I'm like, "Ooh, he's thinking a little booty." Tanisha's a key in this series, okay? So the boys are getting a jacuzzi because the night is winding down. So we have Jackson and jacuzzi, Chic, Johnny Fairplay, Johnny Bananas, and then we also have Bobby Lytes joining also, okay? So Chic ends up confronting Jax because he feels like Jax is like a douchebag and he's a piece of crap, and how he reminds him of his high school bully. I said, "Aw." Jax was just like, "Man, like if we're on the streets, I'd gladly go back to jail for you. Fuck you. I'll gladly go back to jail. Really? You put down women. I'm a douchebag." And I'm like, "Jax, you put down women too. So if he does it, you do it too. What are you talking about? Like, that's all you did on Vanderpump Rules was demeaning and degrade women and put them down. Sleeping with Kristen, oh, high yellowtail looking ass." Oh my God, like the amount of stuff this man did on his show. I know a lot of y'all don't probably know who this man is, but this man, I'm telling y'all, like, oh my God. He would sleep with any white girl walking, okay? So they notice, you guys, that Bobby is like, he drunk. He drunk. He likes a little liquor. It's something in his liquor. And the powdered donuts. That gets Bobby basically enticed, okay? And recently, y'all, I want to show y'all this. I saw Bobby Lytes. He was a little bit high off the powdered donuts. Y'all know he admitted to it, so I ain't even know allegedly. And he was kind of being a little braggadocious about it. He said, "I can afford these powdered donuts."
It's a time now. Coke. Bitch, y'all wish you had this much money for Coke. Broke assholes. You dirty whore. No. Fuck them hoes. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. There's only 1,000 people. Fuck them. It's a time now. Coke. Bitch, y'all wish you had.
So I don't know if he went in the house and, he hit a little wine allegedly or did something, but he was drunk for sure. And Johnny Bananas notices, oh, this guy is funny when he lit. So he's like, "Let's go to New York in them room." So he goes in New York in them room. He basically kind of puts a bug in his ear because when you drunk and probably like a little bit lit, I guess Bobby gets a little paranoid or something. So he's like, "Hey, let's go to New York's room because I heard, like, I think they plotting up there." So Bobby goes up there. He's like, "New York, like, you've been treating me like shit. Like, you've been treating me like shit. And I know I don't smell like shit. So I know you're up to something. What's up, New York? And like she just wake, mind you, it's in the middle of the night. New York is sleeping. New York is like, Bobby, you don't even know what you're saying. Pick a wall. What? So New York is just like, she's feeling away because she feels like Bobby is, acting stupid just for no reason because somebody putting up to it. Right? So she's telling him, he's like, get Bobby out the room. And Bobby's just like, no, I'm going to stay right here. I want to play with you. Okay? It was funny as hell. Like, I'm telling y'all, this show is so funny. It was so funny. So Johnny decides to throw like an Italian dinner. And speaking of that, Bobby, like, I'm just saying, like, I get you doing the powder donuts here and there, but don't promote it. I just don't think it's right, especially with our generation going down. I hate to be a party pooper, but our generation is going down the shits and the slums that it is now. I don't think it's right for you to promote the powder donuts. Can you just not do that for me? Like, for real. Like, it's a little bit too much. Like, just do it in privacy. Just saying, okay? Because they already think the garage be all lit all the time. So he throws an Italian dinner, Johnny does, and New York comes downstairs. Everybody looks at her. She's like, don't you guys acknowledge me when I come into a room? You bitches woke me up last night. Mind you, Corinne was in a room with New York, and she was irritated too, but decided to take Bobby Lytes' side. So she started to defend Bobby. And Bobby was like, I'm so sorry. I know I didn't mean to. It wasn't a big deal. I'm sorry. Okay? So Corinne in New York started getting into it because New York is like, why are you defending him? I was trying to defend you from him talking shit to you last night. And Corinne's like, what? Huh? So they start arguing. It gets to the point where Omarosa had to step in and sort of calm them down. So at this point, it looked like Corinne kind of lost the vote because New York got really, really mad. Okay? And Bobby tried to apologize, but it looks like, that's going to cause some rift between them, okay? So they get to eliminations, and basically they ask, them why they should stay. They ask Corinne why she should stay, and Jax why he should stay. And New York ended up calling out Jax. New York is just like, I see, Jax, you have a black heart, and it's a demon, and you're a fucking demon. She calls him all types of demonic pieces of shit. And Jax is just left in shock. And we didn't see who get eliminated. I see what y'all doing, E. Y'all trying to prolong this season because y'all didn't cast too much people. So y'all trying to leave us on cliffhangers like y'all Zeus. Y'all not Zeus. The fuck? I'm just saying. Okay? Let me know what you guys think down below about this episode. Who y'all think gonna go home? Who y'all think should go home? Leave your comments down below. And we out, babies.
Ain't no personal thing. All it